everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, where today we will be playing as Eden. Okay, I guess we're doing an Eden run. That's fine. We're starting off with a cool little bow on our head. I think that gives us something good. I don't fully remember what that does. I think, if I remember correctly, it gives you like a full heart every time you pick up half a heart or something like that. It's something like that, I'm sure of it. And also we have the crooked penny, which does something with consumables, I think. Like either it doubles them, or I'm just gonna use it every now and then. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it's gonna be cool. Like I think it can turn stuff into like a singular penny or something if it goes wrong. Let's just try it. I think that's the bad outcome. But if there's only one penny on the screen, then yeah, you know, that's probably fine. But overall, not the best. We have 2 hearts, 2 soul hearts as well. So if we take damage, we can't just get it back. Our tear rate's fine, our damage is pretty garbage, but overall we got something that we can make work. So I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. And I hope everyone else is excited as well. So far, I'm realizing that recording with OBS, pretty fun, pretty good. It actually is significantly easier this way. So I hope it works for more things. And also I would like to see my item room or a bomb at some point, because I feel like those could assist my run. Also I could like to see an enemy that's not these bouncy boys, because they're just these, and they shoot scary tear barrages, and I don't really enjoy dealing with them that much. It's nice that they're not jumping around like super crazy or anything, but like if this one hits me, that's a full heart of health gone, and that's not great. So I gotta be a little careful, and with the damage I'm dealing, it's very easy to accidentally make a mistake somewhere along the line. Like it costs 2 hits to kill a fly, and that's never really a situation you wish to be in. But then there's this, where he just dances around the pile of rocks, and you just gotta wait for it. A key, might as well take that. I think if I find another key, I'll probably just try to use the crooked penny again, because I am curious. I also kind of want to use it in my shop, because I'm not going to be able to buy anything in there anyway. And I am genuinely curious what this item does again, if I'm honest. But yeah, with 1 coin I'm not going to be able to do too much. Well, that's everything turned into everything turned into a thing then. Alright, what does this do? Chance to remove items pickups and spawn 1 coin. Double all items consumables and chests in a room. Yeah. So it definitely does have its uses. I think I'll keep it actually, just for fun. Might as well have something interesting happen in our shops. Occasionally we'll just get a whole bunch of stuff, and apparently most of the times we're just gonna turn everything into 1 coin. But you know, when it works, and I'm excited to see when that does happen. Let's just get some tinted rocks for now. We get 2 bombs, so we can blow up some more stuff. Not that one, don't have flight. I think there was another tinted rock I could hit, right? Sure of it. Maybe I'm going mad. It's one or the other. I can see if my super secret room is like over here at least, because this seems like a prime suspect. There you go. Was there a battery on this floor? No. If there was a battery, I could re-roll the shop one more time and try one more time with the crooked penny, but unfortunately it's not to be. At least we have 3 hearts now. We have a little bit more security against this great monstro fight that's going to take a few days to complete. I just need to be careful to not get smushed, not get tear shot upon us, and everything will hopefully be okay. That's really close. I've had some really close calls so far, and I would like it if this was a little bit less spooky. I'm trying to focus down 1 in the hope that it makes the fight a little bit easier. There we go. Now we just need to have to deal with 1 little hippity hop, and surely that's not the one that's going to deal damage now that I'm off guard. Truly, what would be the odds of that occurring? I've been playing a lot of Isaac today, like not just for myself, but also like with the online-ish feature with like Steam Share, whatever it's called. Like it works pretty well. Pretty surprised how effective it actually is, provided that the internet connection you're using is good enough. Because if I host the game, then it's just all in slow motion the entire game long. But if I'm not hosting, it seems to be working pretty well. So, you know, that's probably a thing you can say about my internet connection. Which is, it's good enough for like streaming a game, I guess, but not good enough to, like, literally stream the whole game, if you know what I mean. But that's fair enough. I'm having fun with it so far, and, like, Isaac multiplayer it's not, like, super good or anything, but it's, you know, it's functional. It gives you something to do with a teammate. I think there is a mod that lets you play with just 2 Isaacs or something like that, rather than have one player be a baby. And I think that would, I mean, it would definitely make the game a lot easier, but is that really a problem? I wouldn't say so. I think that's just a way to have fun with friends. And I'm curious about that one. I wouldn't mind trying that one out at some point, but let's see about that. Anyway, moving on. Another soul heart. Getting a lot of health for this run. Like, it started off kind of rough, but here we are now. Only having to deal with a whole bunch of tear shooting boys. But I also hope that having played a bunch of Isaac today will hopefully make me play less bad. And preferably I would have had a character like the Lost or something, or the Keeper, to truly see for myself how well I'm doing today. But at the same time, I don't want to ever play as the Keeper again if I can help it, so I don't know. Let's just put one over here. That'll probably work, right? Yeah, that did exactly the thing I intended. There we go. Completely ignore it. Also, I'm gonna throw this matchstick away that I apparently have, because I don't really particularly want the matchstick. I just didn't realize I had it because I wasn't paying attention to my trinket. But hopefully it gave us some more bombs, and well, bombs was the thing I needed a little bit at least. But at this point I also wouldn't mind, like, maybe a key, like one more key maybe, that would be sweet. And maybe like just a cannonball, because this is gonna take like some time to clear. My 2.78 damage is really not up to killing this amount of flies unless you really enjoy the buzzing sound they make. And personally, I'm not exactly super excited about the ordeal of hearing this buzzing sound for the next 5 minutes of my life, but it's not like I fully have a choice in the matter, unless I just stop playing, I suppose, but that'd be a strange video if just 6 minutes in I just stop. Then just a black screen for give or take 6 days, and then another bit of, you know what, I'm gonna continue this run anyway. It would be an original Isaac video for sure. Like, I don't think I've seen that in Isaac video before, but then again, I haven't really looked for videos that are 168 hours long, so maybe that's where I've just been going wrong this whole time. Perhaps if I try to focus my search more and stuff like that, it'll net me the results that I require for that. That's actually kind of tempting. It removes the last item you received. That actually... how does that work with the health up? I don't care. I don't really care. Just gonna touch this for good measure. Because I remember, like, my item count was actually at 0. This is kind of interesting, at least. Oh. Instantly shoot myself in the face. Curious what this is going to bring to my run. I'm guessing death, because it has been a bit since I've used Ipecac properly. But it is a very strong item. Oops. Don't actually have a key to give you, so that worked out, but... yeah, this is gonna be an experience, I'd say, but if it works out, it's a pretty strong weapon, for sure. It does a lot of damage. The only thing I really need to do is aim, and I think I can do that. Like, most of the time, at least. Provided I don't shoot myself in the face because there's a rock next to me, but how often is that gonna happen? Then again, you have spiders like these that are like hippity-hopping the whole time, and that's not great. But it's working out. Have I seen my shop yet? No. There it is. Plus it allows me to go into places like this. Where I can just get a bunch of stuff. There's a Yera. Could be good. Goes well with the thing that I have. Damage taken while North Spirit Black Hearts causing your red heart continues to be depleted. First, not particularly excited about that. Also, I guess I could look for trapdoors and stuff as well if I really wanted to. It would be super boring, but it's an option for sure. I don't think this run's gonna make it to the boss rush at this rate, but that's okay. Crooked penny, turn it into 1 penny, good. Really happy about how that thing's been working so far. Just gonna try it. There we go, we actually got a success. It took some time. But here we are. Pretty good. Destroy that one. Get a credit card. Is it called a credit card? Coupon? Might as well get ourselves a heart. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but sure. And I'll probably go back for that battery just to use the crooked penny again. Because that's just the kind of run this is. There we go. Tear rate's actually pretty good with this Ipecac that we got going on as well, so that's pretty great. Is it here? No. I wonder where my super secret room is. It could be here, I guess. Whoops. The main thing I just need to worry about is keeping my health up. And that is concerning me a little bit. Because I don't know, I haven't really been playing that well lately, and I need to be more careful. But let's see how it goes. Decent health. If we get Krampus, I can recharge my thing. So let's hope for Krampus. The main thing you always want to be hoping for, the best one. What we got? Size. That doesn't really work that well with what we got. So I'm just not gonna take it. Maybe go for angel rooms or something like that. That would be cool. I guess if I find a super secret room and there's like enemies inside it, that's also a way that I could recharge my thing. There we go. That's a bunch of red hearts. But that's okay. I'm just gonna go for a walk. Slowly but surely. Make our way back there again. I guess I can take this thing that, given that I don't have any other. Yeah, it's quality thought work that's getting me through this run here. Just really good strategies. Goat head, I guess that's fine. Just free devil deals for every single floor, or angel rooms. Whatever wishes to open at this current time. I do hope for the best. I wonder if I should try to get something good from the reroll machine, or if I should just go for the first thing it drops, because I've been getting a lot of singular pennies. And so far that's not the most impressive thing. Very happy with my trinket so far though, that one's doing work. Broken modem's not that exciting. I don't really care about this that much. Sure, I guess. I'll take the extra little bit of this. 5 extra bombs for me. Get the question mark with a range up. We got an ace of spades, which I'm actually just gonna put this down over here. And turn this all into keys. Because my key count wasn't doing that great. Accidentally pick up a bomb with the remaining coins that I still had. Does this recharge if I have a second one? Oh, it does. Wow, I didn't actually know. This is all garbage. This is more or less garbage. That's a red heart again for me. Alright, cool. Well, we had some fun. So far, I'd say this crooked penny is doing pretty well. It's not an item I usually take, because I'm always a little bit scared of the fact that there's a 50% chance of just getting nothing, but I never really considered the implications when it comes to shops and never having really any coins for them. And now every shop has the potential of just being incredible. So I probably should have considered that a lot earlier, because that's a very easy thing to think about. But there you go. Never thought about it before. Let's just keep going. Now I could try and go fast, I suppose, because the thing about Ipecac is that the build's not going to change that much for the most part. Like, I can get some more health, maybe, some more protection. That would probably be the best thing I could get right now. But for the most part, damage-wise, it's more or less going to be the same the whole time. So if possible, I wouldn't mind if this run went a little bit faster. Like, at this rate, I'm definitely not going to reach the boss rush or anything, but unless if I really went for it. I don't particularly feel like going that wild. That's not terrible. Yeah, that's actually fine. Telepills? That's not what you want to see. Like, provided that this is the extra protection that I was just talking about, this probably is a pretty good thing to just have around with me at all times. Keeping that Yera rune for whenever it seems useful enough. And even though I just said shops would be good right now, I'm just gonna keep going. Whoops, accidentally bombed myself. Oh yeah, this is what the bow does as well, I believe. It also gives you that shield every now and then. Not always, but sometimes. And it's a pretty long shield as well. Oh my god, that's exactly the protection I was hoping for. This definitely makes the run a lot quicker. Provided that I don't kill myself on this angel here. Taking less damage from my own explosives than I thought, actually. I thought it did a full heart of damage, but I guess not. Alright, given that we now have the Holy Mantle, I think I'm just gonna run for it, which is not something I've done very frequently. But given our current situation, and I will just put a bomb here so I can't ruin that a second time. We have a lot of health, and I can't just blow up every single door like this quite easily. And it's, you know, it's nice. With the added safety from the Holy Mantle, this run has the potential of going really fast. If I can get some mapping here, that'll be the best. I can get 1 coin instead. There wasn't really anything in there that I particularly wanted. Like, if I can get flies somewhere along the line, then having the even bigger flies would be good. Like, flies right now is incredible. So if I could get the jar of flies or something like that would actually make the build super powerful. Because flies deal damage based on... just gonna take this. Flies deal damage based on how much damage you do, and since my damage is 42, which is an insane amount. Yeah, stuff just dies if they get hit by those flies, so yeah, it's actually pretty great. Ignoring that one door that didn't open, because I assume there's a mini-boss behind it, due to the fact that it didn't blow up. And as such, I will just move forward. Big floor, really big floor for some reason. Re-entering the room to remove all the champions, that is a thing you can do. I think I've said that the previous run as well, and it's still nice. I'm just gonna take this, actually. 20 coins instead of 10, might actually be able to buy something in the next shop we visit. So that's good. Ended up more or less clearing the whole floor by accident. Stain, not really a problem with Ipecac, provided that he works with me a little bit. But as long as I just keep moving towards him, he's more or less just gonna keep doing that attack. Unfortunately, he changed his mind somewhere along the line. That's more or less garbage, and I'd rather have the remaining angel room instead. Because angel rooms are nice right now. Since I have the Holy Mantle, I can go in here for free. More or less for free. I accidentally took damage immediately, but there you go. That's okay. Just gonna ignore those guys and move along. The long rooms, I guess, are a little bit of an issue, because it takes a while before you reach the door, and that makes it a little bit more dangerous. But overall, it's not too bad. Please! My Ipecac just went straight through him. That's batteries. Or, books, rather. Not batteries. There's one battery there. But that's the bookworm transformation, is more or less what I was trying to say there. I need to stop doing that. And I don't know if having the bookworm transformation is really a positive when it comes to this item, but I'm actually just going to leave. I kind of want to see if I can reach my boss rush, because we are actually going pretty fast right now. And I have no real need for any more items. Like, the main thing I could still get is the wafer. And I feel like I'd rather just bet on angel rooms instead, since the wafer can spawn there as well, and the odds of that are just a little bit better. I'm just going to quickly grab this key, because my key count is a little low. And on we go. Kill those guys, maybe? Hey, we did it. Very good. Sometimes it is just faster to clear a room, even with this stuff, but I'm actually going to dip in the shop here real quick and hope for some mapping. Very nice. It's maybe just a bit more. Oh, can I get that? Okay, sweet. We're going wacky with it. We are done with the crooked penny. We have entered the fly zone, as I have previously advertised it. So the jar of flies slowly fills up with flies the more enemies you kill. And that's pretty great, because I can just do this, and that more or less almost killed the whole boss with like 3 or 4 flies. Because I didn't have that many enemies before I even reached the boss battle there. But overall, it's gonna kill some people real good, like, and that's nice. That's the wafer, that's a sword. I'd rather have the relic, I think. That's not a wafer, that's Eden's Blessing, I think it's called, and I need to, like, charge it first. I could have done that with a battery, thinking about it, and gotten some more angel room items, but I don't think I really have the time for it this time around. I'm just gonna take that and move along. I don't think I'm going to do Hush with this build because I'm a little bit scared that the chest is going to be there again. And I'd rather not deal with that right now. I'd rather just do Mega Satan. Because I recall a time ago... I don't know where to go, actually. Yeah, it's not here, but that is an item room for free, I suppose. I'll just take this one. Lucky Foot. That could have been a lot worse, I guess. But I remember a time where if you did the Alt F2 thing to, like, sort of remake your save file, that chest would just reappear over and over. And I'm hoping that's not the case for this save file. I'm just not going to get any of that. Because if it is the case, then I need to figure something out. And I don't really feel like figuring stuff out right now. Rather, I would just play the game and not worry about stuff too much. But there is a possibility that at some point I'm just going to start a new save file if it keeps showing up. But also, since I have, like, the key for Mega Satan and stuff, I'd rather not risk it. I'd rather just fight Mega Satan just for funsies. With the Ipecac as well, like, that's just great. You know what, it would be great as well if this magnet wasn't there, but it is. Alright, so just gonna use flies immediately. Insta-kill the fight. Left one is the Polaroid. Gonna take Sensor, I guess, that's fine. And off to our boss rush, which is 4 blind items, all covered in spikes. So we're just gonna take that one. Sticky bombs, again, could have been a lot worse, so happy that actually worked out. And most likely the relic is more just gonna heal us up, because every single time a wave ends, the relic can spawn a soul heart. So as long as I'm just playing this a little bit carefully, we should be gaining more health than we lose. Also, the Crooked Penny would maybe be really good for this, but at the same time it could just destroy the whole boss rush, because you need to pick up an item to do the boss rush at all. And if there's no items to pick up because the Crooked Penny destroyed them all, then yeah, that's it. You don't get a boss rush that run, so I don't mind my choice. Plus, the flies are hopefully going to help out a little bit as well. Getting the shield effect happening there. I actually wouldn't mind to get rid of my red hearts somehow. And we should still be able to get devil deals. It just depends on... Wow, that was really good. Solid dodge work there. There we go. Get back one soul heart. Very nice. He instantly went to the sky, which is less great. And this guy's a little bit awkward to deal with right now. Due to the fact that he... I'd like to stay close to him usually, and that's just not a thing you can really do with Ipecac. Also, I guess in terms of protective items, I could have looked for like bomb immunity, but the odds of getting that and Ipecac in the same run are just so abysmally low that it's rarely worth going for. But when you do get it, you're more or less invulnerable. Like if I got Pyromaniac with Ipecac, I literally would be indestructible with just those 2 red hearts that we got. So, yeah, it might have been worthwhile just to try, just for funsies, but at the same time, I don't mind not being invulnerable. It makes the game a little bit ridiculous. Having said that, Jar of Flies with Ipecac is something else. There's someone on the ground. Yep, it's been. I was a little bit more worried about the other underground bosses like Skolex or something like that, but this is fine. Gotta be a little careful here, but overall, as long as I just keep my distance, there shouldn't be any problems here. Just gotta make sure that those tiny poops die as well, because they can be really irritating with Ipecac. But we're doing it. We're doing fine. We're doing okay. Just getting rid of all the bad guys. Can you stop, though? Kind of disappointed with how many soul hearts we've gotten so far, if I'm honest. Probably should have waited until that brimstone attack from that enemy, but we can kill people like this. It's no problem. At least it's not bloat, I suppose. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. We're in a giant room. Just gonna spawn some flies. Just have them deal with a whole bunch of stuff. Very happy that little Gertie spawned while I had the flies open, because I don't particularly enjoy dealing with them. But at the same time, I wouldn't have minded to have flies for this guy as well. I guess I can just do this. Yeah, that actually just hit his flies. But then I can spawn more flies because his flies died, so that worked out. Getting another soul heart. So far, pretty pleased with how stuff is going. No problem here. As long as we can keep this up. I think we have more health than when we started, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh my god. That's just rude. Fortunately, I more or less died to the flies immediately there, so it worked out. I guess stopwatch also would have been pretty good, but that's fine. We went into a lot of shops and we didn't see it, so what are you gonna do? Please be nice, please be nice. That's one of the underground bosses I'm a little bit scared of sometimes. Because you can do some wacky attacks and I don't really like to deal with it that much. And that was a fast boss that I'm also a little bit scared of. Because anything that just runs towards you quickly is just a lot scarier with Ipecac, but that's okay. We're doing okay. Can you please just... I guess movement speed would have been good, yeah, I'm thinking about it. My movement speed is 1, which is a fairly neutral number. Iron bar. Really shouldn't be picking up all these items when I can't see what they are, but... You know, I've made my choice. I've learned to live with it. There was a tinted rock in that room and I didn't see it until I left. That's why I didn't get it. And just gonna keep rushing, I think. No real reason to try and slow down right now. Not sure what's... Oh, the sensor, right, yeah. Sensor's actually pretty good, I guess, in a room like that, because it is... Dude. It is quite a large range that it ends up hitting. Really nice. Solid curse room. Happy that I didn't have to spend anything to get in there. This is rough. Don't like champions. Champions are not friends, because they survive 45 damage in one hit. And quite frankly, that's appalling. Just more or less looking for soul heart drops at this point as well. Like a room like this I'm going to clear just so I can destroy some of the rocks. Because I wouldn't mind actually being at full health. It's not really necessary with the build we have, but... Apparently that was a tinted rock there. I didn't even see it, but hearts came out of it, so I'm just going to believe it. And just trying to go as far away from the start as possible, because that is the most likely place for a boss room to be. And lo and behold. It's a shame you can't bomb through the boss room, because that would really save some time in the whole process here. But that's okay. Can I go to my super secret room? No. That's surprising. Maybe here? Yeah. We can go to the super secret room. There we go. That's a super secret room. Now just spend the next 5 minutes to try and leave and go to the boss room. I personally am quite excited. There we go. We did it. The matriarch. Insta-death to my flies. Once again, Ipecac with any flies. Pretty great. Also got most of my flies back again. Because you just really kill a lot of stuff when you kill the matriarch there. So that worked out. Alright, so Holy Light, pretty good. 100% chance to find an angel room, more or less useless. Void, exciting. And the large halo of protection. I feel like I should just go with this. And it was a tough one, because they all weren't that exciting. But more or less I'm just hoping for another devil deal on this floor here. That is something I would enjoy. But at least we do get the crack the sky effect with our Ipecac from time to time. And against bosses that is actually pretty effective. Which is the main reason I went for that one over all the other ones. And we have a boss room. And like stuff like this. I mean, if they die instantly, it's not going to do anything, because their death animation is at least as long, if not longer, than the effect of Crack the Sky, so that's a bit sad. I'm just going to spawn my flies. It's so effective. It is just so insanely powerful. 7 seals, might as well take it. I rarely say that, and again, not doing Hush because I'm a little bit worried that it's just going to have the chest there, and then we're going to miss out on Mega Satan, so it is just the way it is. I think I have to go up. But really, I'm having a lot of difficulty counting right now, and I'm not 100% sure why. But I'm feeling good about that direction. I guess having the flies from the seven dudes there is actually going to be pretty strong as well. Like, the more flies the merrier is really the main theme of this build. Because Isaac's going to take a minute, unfortunately. That's just the way it is. I could use my fart baby, I suppose, or just do this. That's going to do a lot of damage. But I could have just hidden behind the far babies, and the first and second phase are effectively just nothing, but I didn't. I just didn't. No real reason not to, just didn't. Yeah, get him, horse. Yeah. Pretty good. And with this Yara, I'm just gonna use it immediately, I think, and be unable to open one of the things. Curse of Darkness, because it can never truly be fun. And just make a whole bunch of extra pills there as well. Maybe there's a bombs a key in there. Telepills. Infested. Something's wrong. Infested. Telepill. I'm just gonna keep the telepills, I think. So that's protection. I guess Ankh is fine. I'm not really super excited about any of these. I'm gonna touch this. Yeah, none of this is really worth writing home about, unfortunately, but I guess I'll just take that. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead, kill me a blue baby. Kill me a Mega Satan and probably call it a day. War actually actively not trying to kill me for once, but actually killing an enemy. Ooh, I don't know what this does. This could make my build really bad. I'm curious if it does. Yeah, that lowered my damage by a significant amount. But with Crack the Sky being there occasionally, still not too terrible. I'm not really used to Ludo as an item anymore, if I'm honest. It's one of those things that you never really take because it's almost certainly going to be worse. But yeah, specifically with like the Crack the Sky thing that I took, and I'm very happy that I did take it now. Not terrible. It's the main source of the damage, and I'm not sure why it's flickering a little bit, but I mean, that's just the way it is, I suppose. That's cool. I mean, that is a thing that boss does, I suppose, but I'm not very happy about it. I just had to know, you know? I had to know if Ipakak plus Ludo would be interesting, and no. No, it's not that interesting, unfortunately. Really just made the build considerably worse, but what are you gonna do? Every single run in Isaac is a learning experience about how items combine with one another. And I genuinely am curious why it's like going wacky. Also, I guess I should take the fruitcake now that I think about it. I don't know if that's gonna be like super wild or not. But I'm a little curious about the effects of it, so I'm just gonna go back and probably actually just take everything that's in that room. Just more just because I'm curious how it's gonna like work with Ludo. Let's take that. Uncertain if this is really good. Yeah, it's going wacky. I guess I'll take. I might as well just take all of this. I got another key, so I can take that. Really, I should just be focusing on touching all the stuff. And occasionally, it's gonna have like the Godhead effect as well, which is really nice. But it's some weird stuff's happening right now. Oh, there's still a dude there. Yeah, this is a combination of ridiculousness now that I'm experiencing it. I'm not real, like sometimes a new tier appears out of me that I can control. Oh my god, what have I done? This is like game crashing material, so I do need to actually be kind of careful with this. I think this is actually fine. Yeah, that's just more shot speed with Ludo, so that's really good. But I'm just creating like a wave of nonsense around me that's killing all the enemies. Sometimes my tier is also just flying forward for some reason. So that's fun. But overall, I'd say this is more or less in the effective range of things. Little difficult to control. Sometimes my tier disappears and then I have to make a new one. Now I have like this weird brimstone effect that's not dealing any damage. Which, oh my god, the whole room just slowly fills up with garbage. Oh my god, I had no idea. But here we are. I never considered Ludo with fruitcake before, but it is something else. It's gorgeous is what it is, but I don't know how I never made that connection before, but I guess I never really think about Ludo that much. But now that I've seen the light, I want to see this in my future as well, because this is the best way to play this game. There's an explosive fly in my area, looking to meet me. I'd rather not. No, I think it's actually gone at this point. Like, there's just a whole bunch of stuff going on at the right side of the screen that I have no control of. Like, I'm controlling the one that's inside the blue babe, and I just made a new one. Just slowly but surely, it's all coming towards me. It's beautiful, it really is. I'm looking forward to Mega Satan. I'm hoping I can go to Delirium as well, because this is fun. Just checking if I can get some more stuff going on here, but for the most part, this build seems to be handling itself pretty well. That's hilarious. I don't understand how I can still be this amused by everything going on in this game, but there's so many runs where weird nonsense is happening. I just didn't take damage from that, because I guess I got the Holy Mantle still, yeah. But it's incredible how, even after all this time, I'm realizing combinations that have just never happened to me before, and it just gets ridiculous. Like, how do you do that? And have the game not crash immediately? Because this game has the capability of crashing. I'm very ready for it. But it's just not. It's not happened yet, and that's very surprising given that there's just a... I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's duplicating the tiers. But something is. I'm very happy about this. Good God. I wonder, like, if you just leave this alone for like 5 minutes, it would almost certainly crash the game. But until that point, I'm just happy to see it go. None of the tiers are ever disappear. Like, they're never landing. They just stay for some reason. And it's probably just because they all think they're the Ludo tier that's meant to be like active or something, but it's an experience. Don't really need the money. I guess the bum can have some of the money and maybe create a chest or something like that. Angel. I mean, that's effectively nothing. Yeah, guess I'm just gonna go to see Mega Satan and see what happens. Again, wouldn't have minded if this wasn't the Curse of the Darkness, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Alright, Mega Satan. Get ready for just my barrage of nonsense here. It's already building up slowly. Probably could have just have it build up for a second before starting the fight, but I didn't think of that in time, unfortunately. One nice thing about Ludo as well is that you can just place it in Mega Satan and like, it'll usually just take care of itself. You don't need to shoot, and that's just a little bit less focus that you need. But also another nice thing is that it's currently covering the whole battlefield and it's killing everything. So, you know, it's, yeah, combination of nice things. There's a playing card there? It's the Lover's card. I'm not sure where it is at this point. But given that the whole... It's all brimstone, I can't see anything. It's just the whole thing. Is whatever this... I don't know where my tier is, actually, but it doesn't really matter all that. Okay, it's in the... I'm controlling it now. Do you see it? Do you see it? It's... I don't see it anymore. It's gone. Well... Even if this Delirium portal opens, I won't be able to see it. Oh my god. It's like here, right? I went in. Okay. We're doing good. Man, and to think for a second, I thought picking up Ludo was a mistake. And here we are. Very lost and confused instead. It's just a lot better. It's a lot better than I could ever hope it would be. I can't... Okay, there we go. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to blow up that red poop there, but fair enough. Now, this is a floor where I would ordinarily prefer to have Ipecac just so I could bomb my way through it. But given the situation, I'm just gonna have to learn to accept it, I think. I'm not really picking up any of the keys that are dropping, because I don't really need them. There might be some golden chests, but I don't like... The main thing we would be able to get out of it, I guess, would be like Guppy's head. But I think Jar of Flies might actually, in this situation, be better. Unless I can get a whole Guppy transformation going. Oh, that was fast. So aiming this is going to be a little tricky, unless we can just fill up the whole battlefield again. It's also nice that we have telepills just in case the battle just goes real bad, I could just teleport out. But I'm not overly concerned just yet. It is a big room, so it is going to take a little bit longer to fill it up. And I've lost my tier. Oh, it's in the bottom right. Every now and then I'm just going to move it to the bottom right just to try and find it again. Because, yeah, the whole room's just filling up with brimstone right now. And I'm finding it a little bit difficult to aim my stuff at this present moment. Alright, so I'm literally just moving around and I can hear him teleport on top of me. Alright, so I'm moving it back to the bottom right because I lost it again. I also have no idea where Delirium is, but we're killing him. It's like we're winning. We're doing pretty good, all things considered. I just healed a whole lot. I don't know what I just killed, but I just respawned all my flies instantly there. Alright, dope. That was Delirium. Another great build on how to fight this boss. You just wait while the whole room is brimstone that's stuck. And before you know it, you win. That was wild. Whatever. We got our second win in a row as random characters. Somehow we got Eden and did more or less everything except for Hush because I'm scared. But yeah, that was run number 2 of this streak, and I don't think it's gonna get better than that. So we'll get ready for disappointment on all the future runs, unfortunately. But there you go. That was Ludo with Rainbow Tears, and it's wonderful. It's truly amazing. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all have a good day. See y'all next time. Bye bye.